Yeah, we the dolls you've been warned about. Step back when the queens roll out.
Beans in the booth, I'm serving heat. Stir the scene with every tweet. Sharp wit, slick fit, I don't miss. Drama magnet, seal it with a kiss. We the low up, Tef dolls, vibe so raw. Speak our mind, drop jaws, break law. Beans and pop star, running the yard. No filters, no fear, just playing hard. Pop star here, strut like a star. Bark with grace, I raise the bar. Chains clink, glowless, smooth drive. I don't just trend, I thrive. Clicks and likes, yeah, we play the game. Digital divas, carving our name. No scripts, just flips. We reinvent every bar, every beat, heaven sent. We the lockout dolls, vibe so raw. Speak our mind, drop jaws, break law. Beans and pop star, running the yard. No filters, no fear, just playing hard. Lockout dolls, ruling the feed. Two names, one creed, we lead. Lockout dolls, best believe. When we drop, the net don't breathe.
Good morning, well, good afternoon to all of our Barbies, brats, and bros. Today has been eventful to say the least. We had some mod abuse allegations, we had some drama fresh off of the press this morning, and we have some stuff that went on last night. I don't know if Pup is even going to be here because apparently she got kicked from the server. She got kicked from the server in the last couple seconds. Oof. Is she here? I don't know. This is making me panic. Oh, okay. Now I can rest a little bit easy. Pupstar, how are you feeling? You were pretty fiery today.
Hello, are we live right now? I feel like I'm fired up. I feel like I'm a little bit scattered, but I'm locked in nonetheless. Going to the Lockout Dolls right now because I like to watch stream as we do this. The docket is set. Everything that we would need for today is under the file called evidence. That's what I'm titling it.
Okay,
It's
evidence.
tab 5 right now. Yes. Yes.
So real quick, what happened this morning? Because I woke up, obviously everything happened from last night on test. There was some drama between you and Nightmare. There was some drama between mods. There was some drama between... You picked the wrong person to mess with. You truly did.
They picked the wrong person. I didn't pick anyone to mess with. Keem said to drop it, so I'm choosing peace. But prior to 2 minutes ago, when I was having an active beef with a mod that will not be named, take a while, guess who it is. Okay, be nice. I had to collect myself. So I was trying to join. So I was driving at 2 a.m. to go to a friend's house. All right, to drop their stuff off. Why are you doing it at 2 a.m.? That's because I fell asleep. I took a nap, whatever, it's irrelevant. And I decided, let me just go on lockout test because we talked about it earlier. I had already spoken to Beans about hey, if they do that, if they say anything, am I allowed to are you okay with me defending you on your behalf? Because this is Beans' relationship, this is Beans' problem. I want to make sure that anything I do, if I defend my girl, she's okay with it. Because I'm not gonna go off my rocker and then piss her off too. No. So she was like, that's fine. So because it was constantly up, I decided to tune in to lockout test. And as I'm doing so, I come in at the exact right time for them to be lying. Nightmare is bold-faced lying about the fact that trying to spin this allegation that Beans was abusive towards Grimm and all this. I'm like, And mind you, I'm driving on the highway. I'm going 90 on the highway hearing this. And I'm like, fuck no. You're not gonna do my girl like that. So I jump the members waiting, and I'm like waiting, and I'm waiting. Like they're not there. Like they're not. I'm not. And you know what? It's okay because sometimes like I will be here and like we'll be talking and we don't see people in our member waiting. So like it's totally reasonable for me in my head to assume that maybe they're just in the flow. They just don't see me. It's not purposely that they're ignoring me. So then I jump in to the actual call after waiting for a hot minute, and they're just like they tell me, they're like, oh, wait your turn, go back, and I'm like, all right, so. They disconnect. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. The intent in which I was going on the show, I was not going there to like start shit and do this for content. I was going there because I'm not going to sit there and hear someone do this about my homegirl and not do anything. No, because it's a bold-faced lie. And people in the chat saying that Nightmare never said that. Today we're coming with the court case. We have evidence. We in the Dolls docket. There's a tab called evidence with the clips, the timestamps that we will be playing today. Because Nightmare, you're not going to sit here and lie and go that you didn't try to misconstrue an abuse narrative on Beans, because we all know damn well she never abused Grim. Grim was dead wrong. And if you cannot own up to that and man up, you need to sit down with your crusty piercings and mind your business and mind your tail, because you're not going to play with my people. No, not on our watch.
So real quick, thank you so much, Octoling, for the 1 gifted membership. We do appreciate you very much. So yeah, I was asleep during all this. I needed sleep. I had a meeting today. I was so thankful that the person I was going to have a meeting with, they didn't show up, because 5 minutes before I was bawling in the Dolls VC. I could not contain myself. I tried to put on my uniform, put at least a little bit of foundation on, and try to look like I wasn't crying for the past hour or so.
Exactly.
It was difficult. It was truly difficult. I'm glad that they didn't show up. I'm glad that I could compose myself a little bit better so I could do this show. And even then, I don't think that I can do it 110% like the way that I wanted to. I wanted this stream to be very fun. I wanted to do the whole like CD-ROM thing. I wanted people to donate for TTS, like what they wanted me to say to CD-ROM, even though it was going to hurt my soul, as in like cringe. It was going to be fun. And the fact that it had to turn into something like this, I have a heavy heart for our viewers. Some people might find it entertaining, some people may not, but it has to be talked about. So a lot of people are saying that he didn't say that.
He didn't. I just want to clarify. I'm saying that Nightmare came for it. Yes, we all know that Grim. We'll get to there. We'll get to the evidence. Go on, Mom Beans. This is your shit. Talk your shit, Queen.
So the way that I saw part of the stream. And I was listening in, and he pulls up some clips, which, you know, it's granted, he can do that, right? You have to tell 2 sides of a story. The clips that he pulled up were some of me, you know, crashing out on Grim. It was very wrong of me to do. I have apologized to Grim multiple times whenever I did do that. There was just a lot of tumultuous relationship problems going on behind the scenes, and it eventually boiled over to, you know, on stream. And I've apologized many times. I know that it was wrong. Nobody said that that's a good thing to do. I have said multiple times that I can get very hot-headed, or I am very passionate about something. And the only way at that moment in time that I felt that he would listen to me, which is very wrong, don't do that, is the stream. Because that day, whenever I hopped on, I said, like, just don't talk to me. We're not together anymore. Like, that stream, we should have talked it out. And what I felt at the time is that I was pushed to the side, and I did not like that. And I said, okay, you don't want to pay attention to me. I'll make you pay attention to me, which is something that's not cool. Wonder Woman is in Studio B waiting. Do you want to bring in Wonder Woman? I think it would be nice to have like a little bit of a contrast to what's happening here. So
right. Do you want to keep talking? Want to drag her up when you're done like speaking, or do you want to drag her up right now?
You can drag her up now. Yeah.
Right now? Okay. Hi, Wonder Woman. Welcome.
Hi, Wonder Woman.
We're going at your pace today, so let me know.
My pace? Okay.
Yes.
So let me finish.
But you know I'm going to support you. You know I'm going to support you. You know I'm going to support you. So just keep going. We love you. I love you.
Hi, Wonder
Hi,
Woman.
honey. Oh!
Hi.
Hello, hello. You look so
Hey,
good. You
thank
look so
you.
good. She looks like Lady Gaga. I love the
Such
blonde.
such
Okay, Miss
beautiful
Ma'am.
dolls.
She's so cute.
Thank you so much. Beautiful woman. Thank you so much for having me on as a guest today.
Thank
Of
you so much for
course.
I've been
coming.
listening to you guys. I just wanted
Yes.
to, yeah, thank you. So,
Oh,
what
they
we
said fit
talking
check.
about today?
Hmm?
What we talking about today? Beans,
So
how are you, love?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm not going to let this affect me more than it should. The only thing that bothered me about yesterday, like I was saying, is he may not have said it explicitly, but you're trying to push a certain kind of narrative. When you show clips like that, like I said, it was a clip of me crashing out on Grim, and I did something very, very wrong. Nobody's condoning what I did. Nobody thinks that that is right. But I have made my peace with the people who I needed to, and there's no one else that I need to make peace with. If you are not involved in the relationship, if you're not involved in the situation, I don't need to go on my hands and knees for you. I already got on my hands and knees for the person that I needed to, you know? So it's like you inserting yourself into this position or having this sort of outlook on something that you don't understand is very dangerous. Um, so that clip, he shared that clip, and he also shared another clip of me also having some sort of trouble with Grim. And today we went into the VCs, we went into Test VC. You guys were both very hot on each other, like I don't even know what to call that. You guys were like cats and dogs, but in the worst way possible.
Cause he's lying. He's lying and paying this false narrative. And I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I know I'm not, bitch. I'm the fuck. I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing at all. My loyalty runs very deep. I said this in chat this morning when people were asking me why was I in the VC? Why did I want to go in? I didn't go in there to cause trouble. I didn't go in there like to cause trouble or for content. That's why I waited. But I'm not. No. If I consider me and Beans are gonna be in this together for the long run. I consider Beans as part of my inner circle now, and I ride for the people that I care about and I love. I do not care. You will not, in my presence, ever feel comfortable dissing, talking shit, or bold faced lying on someone that's close to me. I don't care. No. I go hard for my people and I would never apologize for that. So, yes, I went hard on his ass because, especially what you're doing, this situation, lying about abuse and like, that is career ending. That is career ending. That is beyond just drama and like a little bit of a, oh, well, she's a little bit of an asshole. She's this, she's that. No, that's illegal. That's straight false allegations and lying bold face. No, we're not doing that. No,
Beans,
I don't condone it.
firstly, I just want to say I'm very sorry that you're going through this breakup the way you are. I really am. Heartache and breakups are so hard. You're not the only one. There are people today that are going to wake up and start the day with a breakup, right? It's so hard. Your heart. I heard you the other day when you were on stream and you said that you stopped loving him. You felt that. You felt that. You put it in a way that you stopped loving him. Now, I not stopped loving him, but it was a different feeling.
Yeah, I think
I can relate to you because I was married for 25 years, and in that whole 25 years, he was in my heart. He was all I thought about. Everywhere I went, wherever I was, I felt him in his presence in my heart all the time. 6 months before we decided to separate, I I didn't feel that feeling anymore. I s I stopped thinking about him. I stopped, and that's when I realized, "Why? Why why do I feel that way? Why don't I feel like, he's in with me anymore?" Um, and that's when you start to realize, that things have changed. He will always
things,
be a part of you, Beans, no matter
yeah.
what,
It's
because
7
you had
years,
7
exactly.
years together. And when you first break up with someone, and this is to people in the chat as well, there's people all over the world who have been in love and have had breakups, right? Um, and you go through a process of being really sad, and that's understandable, heartache and pain. But trust me, it does get better. It does get better because You learned, I mean, Popstar, you seem like a really strong, like I've heard you in the shows as well, that you're very independent and things like that. And I think that's
Thank you.
age. Being independent is so amazing. And
Mhm.
when you're in, when for me, I was 17 when I met my partner, and I was very codependent. You know, when you're in a relationship, you can become very codependent on someone. And take
I
this
agree.
time, Beans. Take this time, Beans, to be more independent because you realize how strong you are as a person. Look, I moved in, I'm living alone with my son, right? I had to learn how to damn well mow my lawns, put the weed whacker on, make a, build things that I never thought I could do because I always had a man in my life to do those things for me. So
Exactly. So
draw
just
in on those
going,
strengths.
yeah, just going on with that. So I trusted Grim when it came to the whole situation. Like, he did come to me and he's like, "Hey, I don't really feel comfortable with this. This is not in my comfort zone. This is not in my repertoire of how I react to things to talk about a situation like this. I want it to be as public as private as possible." And I told him our relationship was a very public thing. Our relationship, we're both in the LCU. It's going to be talked about and it should be fair game. Obviously, the grimy little details does not need to be out there, and I do agree with that. But if it's going to be out there regardless, you should use it as your benefit. You should use it for your benefit. Tess is almost one of the top, I believe, 3 in some categories and top 5 in others when it comes to the leaderboard. If they just used it correctly, if they knew how to do content in a way that was beneficial to them, yesterday would have went a lot better. But the narrative, the way that they were doing it, a lot of people called it non-tent. It was just a statement that they put out there. It was like a YouTube apology. It wasn't actual content. It wasn't to their benefit. So I do
I just
understand.
also want to. I also want to say too, Beans. I I also want to acknowledge Grim as well, and I also want to say that I'm very sorry that Grim's going through this heartache too, and it's very difficult. Um, but do you know what? You have to acknowledge in a relationship when things break down, it's not one person's fault. It takes two in a relationship. You both have to acknowledge where 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 each other played in it. Do you know what I mean? Like I had to do that too. It's not one person's fault, it's both. And you have to do that exercise yourself and think about what it is that you could have done differently. But please, Beans, always know and Grim that you are enough. You are enough. Okay? Never let anyone doubt who you are as a person. And don't do that within yourself and say, was it me? Was it me? No, you are enough. Everyone is enough. Everyone has faults. Everyone has things we have to work on. But take this opportunity to figure out the things that you did. And you know what? One day you and Grim will come together. You'll go through that note together to talk civil and bring things out.
Look,
But it
So
girl,
does
this
I'm
is
happen,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Popstar.
I'm so sorry. I've been my look, y'all. I can't control my
Okay,
face.
you go,
I'm
girl.
trying so hard. No, I'm trying so hard to control my face. Keep going. It's a beautiful sentiment, girl. Don't mind me. Just click out my
so
camera.
me and
I'm like,
Wonder Woman, let's pick this up a little bit. But me and Wonder Woman, we think very similarly. We do not wish anybody any ill will. We
oh,
understand that in the situation we were together for a long time, you with your marriage, me with Grimm. And I made it, like I said before, I said it multiple times before. I made it public. I said we are not together anymore because I wanted to rip the band aid off. It was going to come out eventually, but if I just did it just we're not together anymore. I wish them both well, like him and Nightmare on their show. Everybody support Tess. Tess has been doing very good. Even though I said something negative, I still piled all this positivity on top of it. They did. I wish that they would give the same courtesy. That's the thing that bothered me. That's the thing that bothered me. So the first statement that Grimm did was equivalent to saying nothing. He made a statement, but it was as equivalent to saying nothing. You might as well not say anything at all. Then the second chance that they have, you know, it's a little bit worse because now people are coming out with clips. They're stringing this narrative along because like, oh, well, all these clips say a certain thing. Instead of just like going on to each clip and saying like, well, actually this happened, instead of doing that, and instead of having like a cohesive sort of argument or saying like, none of this matters, like it was our relationship, instead they decided to pull up clips, which granted they should say the other side. They pulled up only 2 clips of me crashing out on Grimm because of something that's been happening behind the scenes for so long. And instead of addressing the I had enough, so I will crash out, they said something. Let me pull up the clip. I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. Pull up the fucking clip. No, and let me just say, please, let me say this. Both of you, you said that I'm independent.
My work is easy because I
The
use
difference between me
ClickUp.
and the both of you is that I'm just independent. I'm hyper independent in some things, but as a base when it comes to relationships, I'm independent, and you two are seen. I'm not speaking to you, but you are severely codependent to the point where a normal or neutral stance seems like a radical standpoint. No. Like I never told you. I'm never saying that you should wish ill will on Grimm or that he should suffer and he should die. No, I in DC the other day that like he is going to face the consequences for his actions naturally when he comes to realize how bad he fucked up, and he's going to have to bear that cross. No one needs to go out there and no, I'm not advocating that. Nightmare, on the other hand, yes, Nightmare absolutely needs to be called the fuck out and ruthlessly dragged, because it seems to me, from what I'm hearing, that he does this shit constantly where he just opens his mouth and comes up la 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 and then mutes people or just doesn't speak to people and then shuts down like a toddler and closes his ears because he doesn't want to rebuttal. I was not talking about Grimm. I was talking about Nightmare there. And what I'm also saying is the fact that, like, yes, you can have a healthy breakup, but in the context of this situation, the way in which you guys broke up, Beans, you have constantly gone out of your way to try and paint him in a positive light because you know that he does not like to, from right behind the scenes, you know that he wants to be viewed in a positive light, and you've done it at the expense of yourself. All I'm telling you is to stand on business for you and stop chopping your fucking arms off for people who wouldn't look at you twice, because he doesn't fucking deserve it. Because if he did, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here, and he would be, Wallahi, I'm finished.
Beans, are you going to? That's all right. That's all good. No, like I'm. The thing is that I'm so independent right now. I got on a damn plane by myself, flew all the damn way to Houston, all by myself. You know what I mean?
As you can. And, good for you, girl.
You know, and this is the thing. It's like for anyone who's listening to this. That's why I wholeheartedly believe when you've been in a relationship for so long, take the time to give yourself time. Sometimes some people jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. They take that baggage with them to another relationship and another relationship, another relationship. It's so important that you take some time for yourself to reflect. And think about what it is that you need for a new partner. But anyway, Beans, back to you, girl. You want to show a clip?
And then later we have to do a fit check. We always do a fit check, guys, and we missed the fit check from the beginning. So, like, do we want to do our fit check now or after the clip?
What's a fit check?
You don't know what a fit check is?
Basically, you gotta show the full outfit. You have to show your full outfit. I forgot to brush. Okay, I have my little fur boots on, but I forgot to brush them, so I'm really sad. I'm gonna try to pretend to brush them right now. Actually,
wait.
What do you want to do, Beans? Do you want to do a fit check? I've never
I think we should just a little bit of a palate cleanser.
Fit check. Okay, it's a palate cleanser. Okay, fit check, chat. Fit check. Who's going first? As our lovely guest, Wonder Woman, you can go first. You can go first. Our lady of the hour. I love the platinum blonde.
Thank you. Okay.
I feel so bad. Don't look at my background.
Okay, slay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it's giving Lady Gaga. Very nice. Very cute.
I love Lady Gaga. It's not a meat dress.
They said
It's
don't
not
cut
the
the
meat dress.
content with a fish check. Okay, obviously my turn next. So today I have my little cocktail dress on, and the best part is my little fur boots.
Those are
So
cute.
I'm going like this abominable snowman, and then I had like a little hat, but it didn't go well with my flowers, so I chose to go for flowers. So like, it would have been like a little like Slavic girl inspired fit.
That looks like, I don't know if you ever watched Monster High, but you know the
Yes,
mhm.
that was the vibe. That was the vibe that we're going for today. But the hat, it wouldn't work.
Oh, I love it.
So thank you so much for Itchy Jenna Tolls for the fit check, and also Megamind for the $4.99 that also wanted the fit check. For this one, I was expecting CD-ROM to be here. I thought it was going to be flirty time, so I did put on like my very fitting, it makes me
Ooh,
like
Come
red
on,
dress.
Slay.
Mhm.
Thank you. She's blessing us.
Lady in red, lady in red.
Okay.
Thank
now
you
let's
so much,
run the
Scott,
clock forward.
dude. You look very beautiful, ladies. Thank you so much, Scott, especially because you're here for Wonder Woman. But when it comes,
Scott. I love you.
yeah, when it comes
He's
to
amazing.
the clip, now time to go back to what we were talking about. When it comes to the clip, like I said, the only thing that made me uncomfortable was that instead of reviewing the other clips that Nerd has, kind of doing like a clearing up the air for some of those clips, instead of doing that, they decided to pull up these clips and just do one side, which granted they're allowed to do. And I don't care about that part. Do whatever you got to do, but don't say after the fact. Of course you would send a text message. You were probably afraid.
Run the clip. Just run that fucking clip. Run the clip and let them see it. Let them see the truth. Because it speaks for themselves. It speaks for itself.
So, like,
it literally does.
For example, like we already mentioned the drinking shit, right? Whenever she hopped on the Milkers, it was not only the drinking, but it was also
Okay, let me mute the stream so I
the
can
provocativeness.
not have an echo.
You know, the sexual provocativeness that she was emulating. That to me obviously irked me a little bit, because I'm like, well, I'm not like one of the Nerds hosts, right? You know, and their relationship, right? Like I don't want my significant other to start selling themselves, if you know what I'm saying.
I get it.
So I was a little irked by that, but I didn't say anything. I didn't because look, this has always been my mentality, right? You're an adult, you can make your own decisions. If you're gonna make your own decisions, you understand the consequences and repercussions that come with it. For example, with me, right? I make gay jokes because I'm perfectly fine with being called gay. I don't give a shit. If I genuinely didn't want to be on the internet and it really bothered me that much, I wouldn't be on the internet.
You would have left.
You know what I mean?
So this is not that clip that I was talking about, but I'm glad that I saw this and I heard this, because I didn't see this part. I only saw the part where, not only, but I skipped ahead a little bit to the part that they were talking about, the clips that they were showing of me.
Wait. Apparently in the chat, someone renewed their crown, and we have 2 crowns.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
I think we have 2 fucking crowns. Wait. Before you
got a
start squealing. You even do wait, is this confirmed? I'm kind of stupid, guys. Wait.
No.
Because Scott already had a crown.
Yeah, Scott already had a
Wait,
crown. We
you remember-
celebrated with the thing. This is wait, that was just like a week ago that he did that though, didn't he? I think he's just using his like
a new
member
crown.
message.
No, it says there's a new crown.
I don't know if we did. I don't know if I should cry. I don't know if we did. I don't know if we did. Someone confirm, please.
Him.
Do we? I don't know how to tell.
Do you,
Yeah,
can you see
wait.
it from
Yeah, so like I said, he was already a crown. He just used his monthly membership thing.
Okay.
His monthly membership
Okay.
message.
I'm like,
Um
I didn't have a crown. Wait, I have my flower crown,
it
but
says he renewed his crown. But hey, we love you, Scott. We love
we
you,
love Scott. We love you, Scott. Mwah,
Come on,
he's
girls.
king.
Come on, girls. Get up into a dance.
We love you,
and sing
Scott.
Scott.
Yay!
We love you,
We love Scott. We love Scott. We love Scott. Means I'm gonna pull out my chair.
Don't do that.
Wait, no, I'm gonna dance with Wonder Woman. Slay.
So when it comes to going back to the whole situation, when it comes to this clip, I did not see this clip. I think Buff Weeb kind of alluded to it earlier last night when he said, Beans, I really hope that he did not get upset at you for drinking on stream and for dancing, because we know how strict he is when it comes to his beliefs, right? And this just confirms it, right? This confirms it. He was upset whenever I did do the drinking thing and whenever I was dancing, and he said it was very provocative. Like, he did not appreciate
Beans
that.
Beans and provocative. This is the girl who hyperventilated into a fucking plastic bag at the thought of a voice audio. Beans and provocative.
So Beans, how did you feel when Grim said that to you?
How do I feel when he said that to me? So again, this was posted on Rewind. The clips, not the clips, the screenshots were, and I'm very sorry if I'm like all over the place. I'm trying to compose myself as best as possible. The screenshots were shown on Rewind whenever he was upset at me for that. So I established a boundary. I said, I do not feel comfortable with you going so hard for this argument. He was having an argument with Ken about like if pleasuring yourself is gay or something of the sort. And for me, it's like, you can always...
Y'all can't DJ, y'all. No diddling your fiddle. It is homosexual to give yourself pleasure. All of you will be going to hell if you believe in hell.
Oh,
allegedly,
my goodness.
according to this logic. So all the gooners in chat,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is not the narrative that we're running with. The only thing is that he was going so hard. He was doing a favor for me. I told him, hey, can you go on cafe? Just cover for me. I'm going to Georgia for family. He said, okay. I am very appreciative of him doing that for me. But they started getting on the topic of, you know, like those sort of things. And for me, I was very... It made me uncomfortable because I saw people in chat saying like, oh, obviously Grim is gay. Obviously Beans does not satisfy him enough. Of course he's going to think this way. Like, it started getting to the point that everybody was talking about a relationship in a very negative manner, and it made... It was getting to the point where people would always come into my chat and say things like this. And it was affecting me. It was affecting me. And so I tried to establish this boundary with him. I said, hey, can you like reel it? I didn't even tell him to stop completely. I said, can you reel it back? And then he started kind of pushing back, and he's like, oh, well, Ken is the one that brought this topic up. And I'm like, okay, but you're a co-host. You can always try to redirect. You can always try to change the topic. You can always try to just not go so hard about it, because you're a guest, but I don't know, just have some respect. Not only because I'm the one that asked you to be there and like to help me out, but also because we're in a relationship. Have respect for the relationship, at least a little bit. So that happened. I established a boundary. I let him know, like, this is how I feel. And he basically told me I shouldn't care what other people think. And that's true. He's very right when it comes to that. I shouldn't care what people think. But when I experienced this for weeks and it's affecting me, I hope that I have somebody by my side to comfort me, not shut me down.
Beans, I want you to look at the camera and say something to those people. I want you to say something to people who may be going through heartbreak. I want you to send a message. I want you to send a message out there. Because there are people out there that might need to hear from you, Beans, about, you know, send them some love, send some love to them too. Because, you know, they're here for you.
You probably picked the worst time because I'm about to cry.
No, because they're feeling it too.
It's okay.
And
Collect
just think,
yourself. To take your time.
Yeah.
You're good. You're gonna be
Send a
good.
message. You're okay. You got this.
Wonder Woman. I love you, girl.
She's so comforting.
That's
She's like a
the-
mom.
I know she's
Oh.
so cute. She's so cute. I love her. I love her. I love me some Xylee and
This
Wonder
is-
Woman. I love me.
This is something you're going through, and there's people going through it too. They relate to you, Beans. And you know what? If you can reach out to those people and send them a message and say, look, it's okay. You're going to be okay. We're going through this together. You know, it's comforting.
It is
Go for it,
comforting.
Beans.
I like to think things happen for a reason. Whenever you're hurting,
Mm.
in the moment,
Full screen.
full screen.
Full
Oh my
screen.
god,
Full screen right
You
now.
got this. You got
Lock
this.
in,
It's
babe.
raw emotion. It's raw emotion. It's good.
Lock in,
It's
mamas.
good.
I'll get you an acai bowl.
just DoorDash it over here, and I'm just crying into the ice. I don't even know how to say that word. Okay, but no, this is serious.
Okay.
I like to think that things happen for a reason. Whenever something happens in your life that's filled with hurt, it can feel like there's nowhere else to go. But you have to power through it. It's okay to feel it. It's okay to feel it. But every day you will feel it less and less until you can find yourself again.
Amen.
I was a very codependent person. I had a very anxious attachment style. I'm going to use this time to work on myself, to put more energy into things I care about, like the LCU, my family, my friends. I hope that Grimm can do the same. I hope that everybody can grow. I hope that everybody can learn. And I hope that there will come a day where everybody can have pure happiness. Don't ever think that you should make a permanent solution to a temporary problem, because it will get better in time.
Look at
I
that,
feel so
Beans.
cheesy. I hate this. I hate
No,
this so much.
Beans.
Wonder Woman, girl. Wonder Woman, she going trying to be Dr. Phil. She said, and how do you feel? I love her. Love you, love you,
Oh
love
my
you.
gosh, Beans.
I
Beans,
love you. But you did it, girl. You
look at
let it
what you
out.
did.
You
You
spoke your
are
truth.
stronger than you think. That is not easy. That was
I
raw
love it.
emotion. I am so proud of you. I
No,
am
I'm
so,
just
so proud of you.
absolutely not. This is let's watch the
Look
clip.
at the
I
chat.
should get
Look at
mad.
the chat.
No, I
Look
should
at the
get mad.
chat.
Yes.
Look at the
Yes.
chat.
Release
They're
it. Feel it.
loving
Feel the
this.
madness. Feel mad, sad, frustrated, happy, joy, all of it. Everything, everywhere, all at once, because you deserve to, and then move through it and come back better than ever.
Beans, look at the chat.
Beans
Look at the
glow up
chat.
art, spiritual
Look
glow up art.
Look
Mhm.
at this. There are people with you, Beans, in the chat.
But
This is amazing. I want everybody in the chat to put in W's for Beans. W's in the chat for Beans.
Yes.
Please. W's
She
in the
hates
chat for
compliments. So
Beans.
even if you're a hater, spam a W because she's gonna hate it. So spam.
I'm gonna hate it so
in the
much.
chat for Beans.
Okay, but this is serious. This is serious.
And also, wait. Also,
L
question: where the fuck
behavior.
are our mods? If you're a mod, mods, shout out to mods. Yeah, there's the same guy from like Wings who be his wife, whatever, in the chat spamming like a weirdo. If y'all can please deal with him, appreciate that. Love you guys. I know a lot of our
I
mods. We
dealt
don't have
with
that many mods. They're busy. So
This
we
is L
appreciate
behavior.
them.
L behavior. No, for real, for real. Thank you so much,
Well, yeah,
George Davis Vlogs and Gaming, for becoming a
Who else?
World member. Joneson, thank you so much for the 5. Yes, we see you, girls. Thank you so much. L
Look
behavior.
at the W's. Look at the
I
W's.
know, but
Who else make a W?
love you,
going
Bean.
back to the topic at hand, I'm done crying like this. I cried enough. I'm pretty sure I'm dehydrated at this point. Oh yeah, Jaded. Hi, Jaded. I need to make her a mod.
Okay.
Okay, the
I'm
whole
gonna-
thing, the whole thing about the situation. I don't care that you're saying your side. I don't care that you're saying your narrative. There's just a way to do it. You guys need some fucking PR training, because the fact that you had a chance and you fumbled it so fucking hard, and then you were giving another chance and you still fumble it so fucking hard. Did you even get any memberships or any sort of super chats during that entire rant or grandstanding that you were doing? Absolutely not, because you don't know how to take something and actually use it to your benefit the way that I told you, because I just want to see both of you
Charmed Skull
succeed.
super chatted $20. Beans, put me in as mod boss.
$20, yeah.
Thank you so much. Scully is just asking
Honestly,
to be mod,
like,
and of course.
honestly, if you're like coming here to hate, like wallahi, at the end of the day, you're still coming here and giving views. Like if you really were a hater, you just would just not watch the show, period. But what do I know? I just work here.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you had a chance to use this as content, because the relationship is over. The relationship is dead. What benefit do we have trying to just like it was public. It was public, so publicly you need to make a statement. But if you're going to publicly make a statement, fucking do it correctly. Have some fucking PR training or something, because you basically said nothing. You said nothing. Saying what he said and saying nothing was on the same caliber. And then the second chance, what did you do? Barely responded to anything. You just want to sit there in your fifis. And like, granted, I sat in my fifis, but at least like people felt something from it. The fact that, Jesus Christ, the fact that you pull up only 2 clips and you're like, trying to make this narrative, even Grim is such an adult. Grim, I do appreciate you. Grim, we were in a relationship together for a fucking reason, because you shut that shit down real fucking quick. You understood what was going on at that moment when Nightmare decided to pull up 2 clips trying to say, of course, that you didn't do it in person. You did it through text because you were probably afraid of her. What? And then afterwards, when people call you out on it, you say, well, I didn't say that. I just said that the audience should take that as they will. Take that as you must. But of course, the audience is going to take it a certain way when you say something like that. Stand on business. Stand on your words. Fucking, if you're going to talk that shit, be 100% about it. You guys are the fakest motherfuckers out here in the LCU.
Yes.
Clock
Thank
that
you,
T,
goodness
bitch.
of Athena.
Clocked. She's coming for you. Now what?
The fact,
Now what?
the absolute fact that I sat here and I will cry and I will have full emotion, full feelings, and you will just shut down. Granted, that's the way that he deals with stuff. That's fine. That's fine. But the fact that, like, dude, this is crazy. Am I mental? Am I actually mental? That I sat here and I'm talking about my breakup. I'm hurting on the inside. And still, I have to vouch for you and say, Test is great. Everybody should watch Test. They're going to be number 1 someday. Number 2, granted, number 2 or number 3, actually. Live and Rewind is pretty good. 3, maybe. You'll be number 3 someday. That sort of thing. Like, no matter what, when I was talking about the breakup, I was so positive. I was telling people Grim should not have hate. Even with the whole text thing coming out, I said, that's a nothing burger. That does not matter. I was vouching for you. I was covering for you. I had this blanket of love and sincerity for you the entire time. And you, for the millionth fucking time allow your co-host to try to slander me? Do we not remember whenever he tried to emotionally manipulate you to have a 24-hour stream on the only day that we have together? Do you not remember that? I tried to hop in and I tried to explain myself and he wasn't adult enough to have a conversation. He fucking kicked me out. And still, you had more care and love and prosperity in this relationship of co-host that you only knew for a couple months to be so loving and caring and tender towards Nightmare than you were towards me. Do you understand how crazy that sounds? You allow him to ban me for 24 hours. You sat there while that happens. You let him emotionally manipulate you. Not only then, but also with the tattoo shit. Let me calm down. I'm an adult.
No, babe, I love it. You've got a voice. You're using your voice, girl. I'm so proud of you. Yes. Am I on mute?
You are not on mute. You are not on mute. Let me see where this actually takes place.
A little bit, guys. Would you want?
I love how everyone's shitting on me right now for no reason. The Discord.
Listen, wait.
I don't care. No, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Talk your shit, Beans.
But listen to this. Listen to this. Wait, let me pull up for you guys.
I'm so proud of her right now. I'm so proud of her.
Two.
Take a moment to really listen to this.
Physical confrontation with someone who makes you feel that way and someone who speaks to you like that in fucking public on the internet where it's forever. Because I feel bad for this fucker because he literally had to remove the fucking clip because he didn't want it to look bad. His first thought, because I was speaking to him post-stream, his first thought was waiting for the fucking stream to process so he could remove it because he didn't want her to look bad.
Look at how Grim is shaking.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Hold up.
You know, like...
Nightmare, chill out. Nightmare, chill out. I'm asking you to chill out just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Can we wait? You care more about the fact that this is the internet and it's going to stay there forever more than the forever that I was suffering for the last 7 years. The forever that I was suffering for was the forever that I thought I was going to have with Grim. I thought about marriage. I thought about kids. Every time that I would be on stream and I had to mention Grim, I would be beaming to talk about him, beaming to build him up, beaming just to be by his side. And there were so many clips that I never even saw, never even tried to put thought into from nerds that they did such a good job. I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to say anything about the relationship in a negative way because they could see it throughout the entire history of the LCU. Bro.
Good on you, Beans. You're right. It's valid. You knew Grim for 7 years. You and Grim went through that relationship together. You two did. You know that relationship. So
interruption. CD-ROM, our king CD-ROM is here. It's a perfect time. The fire. CD-ROM, welcome, CD-ROM. What are your thoughts? Hi, honey.
My ears. Hold on a second. I had my headset jacked up too much. There we
How
go.
you doing,
Hello.
CD? Nice
Hello,
to see you.
beautiful ladies of the LCU. How are you all?
Hello, CD. How are
CD.
you? What are your thoughts on what's going on? You coming at the perfect time.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
I'm just, I don't know how many thoughts I actually have. You want to give me cliff notes?
Cliff notes, TLDR, Nightmare and his crusty piercings are running around saying that Beans was abusive towards Grim, and that's why trying to insinuate a narrative that she broke up with her over text because he was scared to confront her in person or just even meet up. That's his cop out on Grim's behalf, and Grim shut that shit down because even Grim himself, despite what's going on, knows that that's the dumbest thing on the planet to even try and push. So that's kind of our TLDR, and Beans is standing in her power, standing on her truth, and standing on business, and I'm so proud of her. We had a great one-to-one moment with the camera. She had a great one-to-one moment with the camera, the audience, everyone in this Discord, on stream watching, and that's what TLDR. Also, someone said I'm a man hater. I'm not a man hater. I don't hate CD-ROM, and he's a good man. That's a man that I don't hate. So you're wrong.
Thank you.
You're awesome,
Well, thank
CD. I was very concerned, CD. I watched your show last night and I really thought you were going to leave the damn universe. And I was like,
No. I'm not prepared to do that yet. I'm pretty what's the word I'm looking for? I'm pretty set in wanting to give this kind of like a full year, at the very least. And if I've had a year here and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working, then maybe. But like I wanna actually give this like the full brunt of my effort before I decide I can't stay here anymore. And I don't feel like I've hit that yet.
Beans, did you see what CD-ROM said on TikTok last night?
I
Did
did
you
not,
watch the
but we
show?
do have the clip. Let me actually pull
So
that up.
actually, you know what? While you're pulling that, let me get one thing out of the way because Beans, I actually owe you an apology. I feel like I owe you several. But during my crash out, I kind of when you're stuck in your feelings and you're speaking out of pure anger and emotion, sometimes you
due.
let a few words slip that you're probably not supposed to use. In my frustration, I referred to you inappropriately, by the way, as a broken woman. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize profusely for it. I hope you'll forgive me. That did not mean to come across that way. That was an accident.
No, I completely understand. Especially when things are heated, like I just did. I'm probably gonna go back. I'm probably gonna go back and regret some of the things that I have said just a moment ago because I was super heated about the whole situation. Super heated
Never
about the whole
regret.
situation.
Never.
Let me actually pull this up because I don't want to miss anything from any of our members. Sorry, put me in as mod. Oh, I think that I need to Firefox.
Yeah, we need more
Firefox
mods.
really.
Bro, no, whoever this man is dedicated. He's made like actually 5 accounts just to come in here and spam some about Wings was right. I mean, my brother in Christ, dedicate this energy to filling out a job application. JOB Indeed.com. Google it. Use that. Make as many accounts as you have on YouTube.com for Indeed.com and submit applications like you're spamming chat. Trust me, you'll reap your rewards. Thank you.
Girl, you love that mic.
I know. Ever since I got this mic, I can't.
Yeah.
Someone needs to cook
So
things for
just
me.
going back to what I was saying, when you feel emotions so strongly, sometimes you can say things that you will regret. And we should try to train ourselves to do better. But sometimes it happens and you just have to be very genuine and sit down with yourself and sit down with the person that you wronged and say, hey, I'm sorry. I did not expect that to happen, or I did not mean that to happen. Just be very genuine and honest with yourself and with the person. I'm not mad at Grim. Truly, I'm not. I still love Grim in my own way. Grim was a great person to realize finally what Nightmare was doing in that moment. I wish he would have realized that sooner because he has done this multiple times and it was excused just because Nightmare will say that it's a joke or that he was testing him. That's a cop-out. That is a cop-out. When somebody will emotionally manipulate you and say afterwards, it was just a joke. No, they were going to see if you would go along with what they are trying to do. And it didn't work out.
Wait, he donated $5 to say I have a job. He donated $5 to say that he has a job. I can't. You mean you took your paycheck funds and you came on YouTube? You came on a Lol Cal Doll show and donated $5 just to say that you have a job. Wallahi, you're done. You're cooked. Get out. Get out.
Greek girl said, "Thanks for the $5 to Dolls, dickhead."
He doesn't have a job, guys. That was his
Pretty
last
much.
$5.
Okay, but let's regroup. Let's recenter. We will talk about that test clip that you mentioned, CD, but we do have to finish this one real quick because I do want to give Grim his appreciation for what he did last night. This is very important to me.
Yo, yeah, mods. If he sends
Things
another
that
dono,
happen
please
between-
don't delete donos. Let him send money to talk. Let him send money to talk, please. Please.
Beans and I want to keep as private as humanly possible. I understand that these are public, right? I'm saying this respectfully, like as a brother, okay? I know we're not related, but the point is, like, I'm telling you this like as a one dude to another, right? I don't know if I appreciated we probably should have spoke about this beforehand. I don't know if I appreciate you pulling up those clips. I know the narrative you're trying to spin. I get it. I 100% understand it. I just don't think, like, again, I'm perfectly fine getting hate. That is not an issue for me.
Why though? Like,
I don't think. Hold
I
on,
don't
hold
want
on,
you
hold
getting
on.
hate,
Let me finish.
Grim.
Let me finish. No.
This is right before Grim actually gets pissed off, but real quick before we get into that. So Grim, Nightmare, if you truly care about Grim, if you truly care about him, you would talk to him before doing anything. Just like how Grim tried to talk to me before doing anything. Before that 24-hour stream that you tried to jump onto Grim and he said, wait a moment, let me talk to my significant other, and you got mad. Communication is key to any sort of relationship. I don't care if it's romantic, sexual, or just platonic. Communication is the number one thing.
Welcome, Millie, on the band board.
If you truly cared about Grim, you would have conversations with him about a breakup that he just had with a 7-year relationship before you even dare to step foot into something so fucking messy. So you don't care about Grim. You care about Grim's image. You don't care about Grim. You care about Tess' image. You don't care about Grim. You care about your image associated with Grim. Because you would not do that shit if you truly cared about him. Amen. So, another thing.
Amen, yes.
Another
Taking an
thing.
Amen.
Another thing. So, actually, let's just continue. That's all I needed to say for that moment.
I'm actually being so
Okay.
serious with you right now. Please let me finish. Please. I'm perfectly fine with it. I want the best for her, regardless of whether we're in a relationship or not.
Same.
I didn't think me staying in that relationship with her was going to benefit her any longer, as it was. I noticed the longer that we started getting a relationship, I noticed that I was losing myself by giving ground as much as I did. And I didn't want to continuously hurt her feelings or continuously bring her to a point where she's gonna have like some level of like a mental break or some shit, right? Like, I didn't want to be the reason for that. Again, I know doing it over text isn't the most favorable way, but it did rip off the Band-Aid, and I'm not gonna use the word afraid because then people are gonna say like, oh my god, she was abusive, right? People are still saying that, and it's fucking annoying. She's not abusive. I don't care if you literally pull up a clip of her beating the shit out of me. I still would say that she's not abusive. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is not being her being abusive, even if she fucking was. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that there's like a level of respect and loyalty that you have to a person, right? I kind of live by like the words of like 21 Savage mentioned it. 21 Savage like loyalty isn't like you can still be loyal to somebody even if you hate them. You can still be loyal to someone even if you don't love them, right? That's where I'm getting at.
True.
I will do whatever it takes to make sure that she is good, she's taken care of, she can continue on with her life, because I clearly wasn't the fit. And I'm not gonna do that to her. I'm not gonna pin her down and try to be the man that she wants when I'm clearly not that. That's just the reality of it. Every single time I see a comment saying like, Beans didn't deserve him. Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, at least he admitted. That's all I wanted. The truth. I respect. You know what, Beans? Go off. Take off, Queen.
No, he's a very honest person. Grim is a very honest person. But what did you say? Beans didn't deserve him? No, honey.
No.
You didn't deserve me. I know that we both worked in this relationship, but I can name plenty of times where I have given you a lot of leeway.
I just want to say there's a donation that's come in saying a breakup text message after 7 years isn't respect. I get that. But everybody has their reasons as to why they've did things the way they did it. Okay. He has acknowledged in that video. What are you doing, Popstar?
I'm confused.
I am
Like,
too.
what's-
I don't know
what-
what you.
I fucked up so bad. I
the right,
fucked up.
the right side of my brain is trying to listen to serious conversation, and the left side is currently processing laughter. Like, what is happening?
Popstar, you know how we were trying to get a name change? I have a good one.
Oh,
Pink
you go.
panties.
Excuse me?
Yo!
I thought it would be my tits. I thought it would be my tits, but it wasn't. Y'all, I should have worn shorts.
Did you
I know.
flash people and I did not realize it?
I know I was put. I thought I should have worn black, y'all. I should have worn black.
Anyway, reversing back to what I was saying is, yes, I understand where people are saying, you know, breaking up with on a text message after 7 years is not the way it goes, but everyone has their reasons on how they've done things. They do things the way they do. We all make mistakes. Grimm acknowledged it in the video that he could have done it a different way, and he's acknowledged that, you know, and I don't want any hate or ill will on Grimm.
No,
He's a
he's the
human
adult in
being.
this. Yeah, he's the adult in this
Yes.
situation. I'm not mad
Yeah.
at Grimm. I'm mad at Nightmare because it's obvious the narrative that Nightmare was trying to portray. And I know a lot of people are out here saying he never said that. You don't have to say it. You don't have to. The clips that you showed, the way that you talk about said clips after the fact, and then you say, I'll leave it up to the audience to decide what they think about that. You are trying to portray something. You are trying to manipulate people to think a certain way. If you say it in a certain manner, people are going to take it in a certain manner. You shouldn't have never said anything of afraid or anything of the sort, especially after showing a clip like that. The narrative that you are trying to portray is that I am a wildly crazy, emotional, just like psycho person because you showed 2 clips. And I'm pretty sure I'm composing myself pretty well right now to call you out on your bullshit. Unlike you, who every single time somebody comes into the LCU and makes you mad, you spurg out like a lol cow. I think that you belong here, Nightmare, and I'm going to have so much fun with you if this is the route that you want to take.
CD-ROM, we have a man here. CD, I'd love to hear your perspective on this from a male point of view, or whatever you're here for. You wanted to come in for beans. You go, boy. You go, guy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm here at Pupstar's invitation, so thank you for having me.
Oh.
But what do you want me to comment on specifically?
I mean, whatever you want. I brought you here for our lovely Beans. Did you see the lovely message that Beans left for you at the end of our last stream?
Yeah. Do you want me to derail the conversation by beginning to talk about that? Because I do have thoughts.
We can talk about that a
Okay.
little bit later. I know that you have a lot of time constrictions and you let me know. Oh, I dropped something. And you let me know whenever you need to leave. But real quick, to make this a little bit easier on you, let's actually talk about Tech Talk. Because it seems that Grimm hopped on. And like you said, you had some words. You called me a broken woman. That's completely fine. I understand the way that you portrayed it to me. But let's just pull up this clip real quick. Just give me 1 second. And you can give your thoughts on that.
Sure.
Where it's due. But you also got to respect the boundaries of your co-host as well, right? Nightmare and I, we have that dynamic. We have a lot of respect for each other. He makes sure to run things by me to make sure that's okay.
You guys heard that?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on
He makes sure,
listening.
but he didn't. And can I say something? I know this about you. Can I just, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Because honestly, the fact that Nightmare even felt comfortable enough disrespecting Beans to this degree, to this point, is because then that means that every single time Beans was disrespected prior, either Grimm co-signed it while they were together, or he just didn't say shit, and that was their respect. I.e., Nightmare calls the shots, and Grimm gets on his knees and just and just lets it happen.
Exactly. But this clip, Grimm we just watched a clip where Grimm said that Nightmare did not come to him and get his permission to talk about me in that way or to show these clips or anything of the sort. And then he hops onto Tech Talk and says the exact opposite. He says that CD-ROM does not respect Glammy and he wants to grandstand and say that, oh, well, I have Nightmare and we respect each other very well and he always runs things by me, when that was not true literally an hour before he hopped on.
All right, so is that what he said this morning? I'm gonna be honest. I kind of got this all out of my system this morning, and then I just kind of purged it. I went on with my day. I worked out. I took a shower, and then I've been driving for the past 3 hours. So is that what happened? Because when he was having his conversation with Glammy, I backed out for a second to let them hash it out, and then I was kind of like catching up on a bunch of pings I was getting for that entire show.
No, understandable.
If you want to run it back.
Yeah, I'm going to run it back and then we're going to watch the whole clip. So let's listen to that.
But you also got to respect the boundaries of your co-host as well, right? Nightmare and I, we have that dynamic. We have a lot of respect for each other. He makes sure to run things by me to make sure that's okay. I'm not going to say like you hopping. What was up?
The video that you said.
Besides that video.
Yeah.
Yep, because he didn't know about. Yeah, he didn't know about that.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I'm not trying to hurt anybody. That's my thing. I was focused on having.
Okay, so correction. I said you disrespect her. The reality is that she was kind of pushing on your boundaries a little bit. You were uncomfortable, like you mentioned. That was the problem. So there is a correction right there.
Okay.
Grimm just said that they have respect towards each other, and then Glammy out of all people, called it out and said, "Except that video." Well, I have another situation. I have another situation where Nightmare was pushing the boundaries just a little bit too much and did not have respect towards him. Of course, there's going to be an ad. Give me 1 second to.
Can I do something?
Yes.
I will be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think.
You mother.
Hi, honey.
Hello, Nightmare.
Hi.
Wait, no. You did not just do that.
Keem let you drag me in.
Oh, Keem.
I asked
okay.
Keem. I asked Keem before I did. Don't worry, I got permission.
Let's discuss some of these things then. Fuck it, why not? I've been dragged up. Let's
You
discuss
okay?
it. Why haven't we shown the clip that I showed? Why have we actively avoided? We spoke about. We haven't showed the clip that I showed, and why haven't we gone into the context of why I spoke about the manipulation? I did say that you were coming across abusive, but I never called you abuser. I said how it reminded me of my past relationship where my ex, like, physically and mentally abused me. So why haven't we tackled those things? Why are we actively avoiding? You know, the elephant in the room is a big fucking elephant.
It's not an elephant.
Because there's a lot of you know, it is though, because there's a lot of baiting and stuff, and you're playing like segments of clips. The tattoo thing as well, like, I don't know if you watched afterwards.
So let's not let's not filibuster real quick. Let's not filibuster real quick. Let's take it step by step.
Clip then.
Let's
talk about the clip.
Beans. We can't see anything. You're still on a test video.
Shit, sorry.
Okay.
Let's talk about the clip then. First, let's talk about the clip. Why haven't you shown the clip so people can see exactly what you said and the way you spoke to him?
Because I didn't have it, but can you please get it for me and we can play it right now?
It's on that stream. Literally, the clip that you put up.
Okay, I'm telling you right now.
What is the timestamp?
Give me the exact timestamp so we can do this correctly.
Play it. Also, did you not yourself take videos and cut them for your narrative? So don't come here saying that we're doing the same shit.
Wait. The clips that I got for those two are literally the full context with Beans being on there. There's literally you can watch the full 45-minute stream. The only thing I couldn't clip was the outro that Grimm cut because he knew it made it look bad.
Okay, every clip that we've put on here, they can go watch the full stream too, King.
Yeah, but you've also like only played like half or a quarter of it and then painted a narrative. Like you painted this thing where Grimm said that he deserves better than Beans. Wait. Let me finish my sentence. Okay. You said that like Grimm said he deserved better. He clearly misspoke because he was insulting himself. That was clearly a misspoke. But you twisted that. Okay, you twisted that narrative, right?
Okay.
How is it twisting? No. Pup. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead.
How is it? He said something and I responded. How is that
but
twisting?
like you know that he misspoke there, but you're like, actually, you think you deserve better than me? I deserve better. You didn't deserve me. Like you knew that's not what he meant. But you twisted that way because it filled your argument, right? It suited your needs better, right? Like if we're gonna be consistent, Beans, then let's be consistent, right? Let's actually talk about these things properly with clarity without doing this whole one-sided nature bullshit. Because you can say that I took it too far, but I'm pretty sure leaking DMs and blaming me for the relationship failing, dude, which you did on Rewind, pretty fucked, right? Kind of crosses the line. Because I'm pretty sure you guys came to an agreement that you weren't going to go this far.
When did I actually
But
blame
did.
you? There is something called a joke, kind
You
of like the
said-
gay joke that you've been having for the past, like,
which
forever
you literally
ago.
fucking had a fucking full-on party about.
A full-on party. I am dancing on.
Party, as in bitching about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting upset over a fucking gay joke. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she wasn't
Do you
upset
not-
over the
do you not
gay
think that's
joke. She was-
ridiculous?
No, she was upset with the disrespect that came from the
I
gay
wasn't
joke.
speaking to you,
Her
Pat.
boyfriend didn't do anything. But
No,
anyways,
wait,
can we please
wait,
run the
hang on a
clip? No.
second.
Can we please run the clip from the video where you explicitly say, let the audience think what they want to think after you
Absolutely,
just tried abuse allegations? I want you.
It's not abuse
you-
allegations. It's a clip of what she said.
It's a
Like,
clip
that's
of what I
retarded.
said. It's a clip of what I said, and then after the fact,
Wallahi, it's done. Hey,
Right.
Pup.
I just want to say, for someone who keeps saying I'm getting involved in a relationship, Pup, you're talking a fucking awful lot, which is kind of rich, to be fair. I get this whole narrative, right? Let's talk about the real thing as well with you, Pup. Is that you're wait. I'm not done talking yet. What are you doing? You were literally trying to use this situation to make yourself look good for the influence, right? Like you don't give a fuck about Beans. You barely know the girl. You're trying to harp on this relationship bit to make yourself look like this massive warrior of justice. You don't give a shit. Because I know for a fact that if you had an opportunity, you'll cut tail on him. If you had a better opportunity, you'll cut tail on him. Because people like you exist all over this fucking world. Cut tail.
cut tail on Beans. Honestly,
you know
it
what?
would have been
No.
no.
Let's
because
talk.
this is me.
Let's talk about the
Beans. No, Beans. Let me speak because this
No,
is
but
me
let's
that
talk
you're
about the
directing
clip.
at
Let's
me
show
right
the
here. Let me tell you
clips
something right now, Nightmare.
and be
Let me tell you
faithful.
something right now, Nightmare. It would be in my best interest to say nothing because I'm getting shat on because I'm going so hard for her. It would be in my best
Classic
interest
PR
to say
response.
nothing and let her do whatever, Nightmare. See, the
At
difference
least she
between you
has
and
some
me-
more PR
the
training
difference
than
between
you guys do.
The
How
difference
do we have more
between
PR
you
training? You
and
leaked
me.
DMs.
No, the
I
difference
have a
between you and me.
question.
Baby, bitch, I didn't leak shit. How am I gonna
No,
leak
I'm
DMs?
not,
when
I
I'm
wasn't speaking to you. Because again, Pupstar, I'm not talking to you. You're fuck all to do with it.
I don't care. No,
was
you
dragged
talk
into
about me.
this.
I don't care,
You dragged
Nightmare. I
yourself
don't care,
into it because
Nightmare.
your
I don't
ego
care,
can't
Nightmare.
take a hit.
Nightmare. See, the difference thing you is I'm not fucking non-Ted, okay? If I need to pull strings to get play, I don't have to fucking use someone's relationship, okay?
Because the only thing you've been able to use as content to make yourself look interesting has been their relationship breaking
like
up.
you. Only
What else
people
we
like
brought?
you insert themselves in people's relationships and try and actively ruin them,
You're
and then go
literally
sit
doing
here.
the
You
same
come on the
thing.
show and you
You
sit here and
fucking
act like
hypocrite.
you did not open your mouth to sit here and say that she was being abused. You tried to spin that narrative. That's fucking
You
crazy.
literally are doing
All
the
I've
same
done is
thing.
defend
You
me.
fucking
That's crazy.
retard.
No, because
You
this
put
show
up
has been
feminist
about me, and I've been
propaganda of a
quiet this show.
TikTok where it's like, if
And
a
very
man feels a
fucking quiet
certain way,
this
he's
show.
cheating.
And I
If a
got,
man
I
does a
get
certain thing, he's cheating.
permission.
Are you
I
fucking
got
high?
permission from Beans before I did anything. You don't
my
know the
God,
conversation that we
okay.
have behind
Okay.
scenes. You do not know what goes on.
I'm going to mute you for a quick second, Pupstar, because
Beans,
she muted
before you
herself.
play it,
Mhm.
Nightmare, and is this the clip that you've got the clip? Is it that Nightmare was talking about playing? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Give me 1 second.
Before you do,
Have a good one, guys.
Nightmare, Grim wasn't happy that clip was played. Do
Yeah,
you
no, I
think
noticed
that
that
playing?
afterwards.
Do you think playing this
For you
clip
guys and the
is going to go against Grim's
Well, it's
wishes?
already out in the open, but I also don't think there's fair to paint the narrative of the situation when you're not actually going to show the clip of what was said. I think if we're going to be fair, it's out now, right? It's already done.
But do you think?
But I think it should be
Grim
shown. No,
said-
I just don't think we should sugarcoat. It's done now, right? I took the L for that, and I apologize to him. I didn't realize I was
But you
crossing
want
the
to
line.
do it again.
Because you always
Oh my God, why?
do
You're so old.
things, first and then ask later. If you
Oh, like you did when
truly
you reached out to him in that stream.
Grim didn't.
you
And
do
like you
this
tried to
no.
do
Let's
in our first stream
put this
together, You tried doing it again, and I had to stop
Nightmare,
doing
you
it.
do this every single time I'm trying to make a point, and then once I'm trying to make the point that you know is going to make you look bad, you start talking over me. So please, let me get the point across first, and then you can respond.
Just
So,
show the clip.
yeah, now you're saying you're trying to shut me up because you know
I'm
what I'm
not.
gonna say Yes, you're
Go,
saying
talk.
show the
What are you
clip.
gonna say?
Make your point.
Then
Make your
don't
point.
be here. If you're not gonna have a fucking conversation, don't
I am
be
having a
here.
conversation.
No,
We're
you're
talking
not.
right now.
You don't care. You don't want to listen. Then don't be here. But I'm trying to be
I
so
do care.
adult and very fair to you. But you need
Are
to
you?
stop. You need to stop.
Are you by painting a weird false narrative that I'm
How
trying to
am I
manipulate
painting a
women to get in
false narrative?
tattoo?
Okay, look. How am I painting a false narrative when I did not have the
Blamed
clip?
me for your breakup.
This is what he wants. He's segmenting away from the point that you're going to make. You're literally going to say how the
I'm
difference
just
is that
saying, show
he
the
didn't
clip.
ask permission. You're
Just
letting
show
him
the
win.
clip.
He's literally
I-
just distracted you from your point.
I will show
I
the
know what
clip
we're
and then you
doing.
will give me 5 minutes to talk uninterrupted. Can we be fair that way? I need a yes or no answer. Be adult, use your mouth.
Wow, you're being very, very funny. Yo, you just proving my point even more. Go on. Yeah, why not?
You literally did the same thing to
Well,
Pup
no.
yesterday. Yesterday you went Pup. If you were gonna come
She
in
was
here,
screaming like a
act
retard.
okay, but I'm doing
was
the
screaming
same
like a
thing.
retard.
I'm
I'm
doing
not
the
screaming,
same.
am I?
I'm doing the same
You're the
thing
one
to
that's
you.
screaming.
Raising my voice is not screaming.
Okay,
First of
you're
all,
shouting then. I'm not shouting.
does that make you any better of a person?
Does it make you any better? Like, what does that mean?
You do
What's
this
the point
every
of that?
time. You do this every time where you just want to one up a person. You don't care about
I'm
the
not.
context. You don't care about the substance of what
I
the person
do.
is saying.
That's why I keep asking you to play the clip. I do care. And I said I'd be quiet afterwards. You could speak for 5 minutes.
You did
Just show
not
the
say
fucking
that. I
clip.
asked you a question and you did not
I said
answer.
I don't see why not. I said I don't see why not.
Hey,
Fucking hell,
Beans,
someone clip
Beans,
it.
Nightmare, can I just say something? I don't think you should play the clip because Grim didn't want it played. He didn't want it played. And I think the reason why Nightmare wants it to be played is because Nightmare
He takes
because
control of the situation.
On Rewind, because
don't think
on
it's too tall.
Rewind yesterday, I think it was Rewind, Xylee asked you, Beans, do you think Nightmare was the reason for the breakup? And you said yes.
There we go.
So, Beans, if you were to be asked this question again, are you going to wholly put this breakup on Nightmare?
Sorry, excuse me. Am I going to put wholeheartedly this breakup on Nightmare?
Yes,
You're echoing
Like
a
you
little
because the
bit.
question on Rewind was asked, do you think Nightmare was the reason for the breakup? And you said yes. And I think this is what this is touching on. If you were to be asked this question again, do you think Nightmare is the whole reason of the breakup? Maybe you want to clarify a bit more on that.
Do I 100% believe that Nightmare was the reason for our breakup? No. And I've said that multiple times on my stream, on other streams, and so on and so forth. You're
Stay on
echoing just a,
Rewind.
you're
She's
echoing just a
clarifying
little
it.
bit. Nightmare.
She's clarifying, Nightmare. Let her clarify.
So you're echoing just a little bit, Nightmare.
Oh. Let me just-
So I have said multiple times on Dolls for multiple streams, we have been growing apart for a very long time. It was very little and then it became bigger and bigger until it was noticeable. The LCU put a lot of stress and pressure that was not originally there in the relationship. And like I said multiple times before, I feel like it was a very necessary thing to happen because I would rather it happen now, 7 years into the relationship, than us being married, than us having kids, because it would have been much more difficult. Even though it
Okay.
could have taken part in our breakup, it wasn't solely the reason. There are multiple reasons. Whenever people break up, it's not just one thing, because there are solutions to problems. The fact that whenever I talked to Grim and I said, I feel like I don't have feelings for you, I didn't expect it to be so easy to just let go for him. Do I blame him for that?
Said that to him?
No. Yes.
Fair enough.
Things happen for a reason. When I talk about the breakup, I always gave you and Grim your flowers. I always said that you guys are great when it comes to tests. You guys are going to be one of the top shows. I always said something positive, and the fact that you came out onto test with such negativity, trying to paint a narrative, I never tried to do that towards Grim. You did not confront him and tell him what you were going to do. And that's why I think that you disrespected not only me, our relationship, but Grim as well. And that is something so this does not happen to you. You need to be clear with your communications with Grim. If our relationship is dead in the water, I at least want you guys to have a better relationship because you are the only person that he has right now. And I care enough about Grim to say that to you full-heartedly.
Just let me respond to that real quickly, because I think you say that, right? But, you know, you guys spoke about like what's online and stuff and the fact you didn't want this, but then you chose to leak DMs and you say that I wasn't to blame for the relationship. You said on Rewind literally last night that I was the contributing factor, the reasoning for you guys not working out. So like, I don't understand where this fucking bouncing's going. Because, okay, yeah, maybe I should have spoken to him by the clip beforehand. Maybe I should have. But shouldn't you have spoken to him before leaking private DMs or on a one-to-one? Isn't that also like kind of depriving someone of their trust and respect by leaking personal DMs?
Yeah, sure. I can see that.
Which is like, to be fair, I'll be honest with you, the way they were painted was quite weird because it just didn't look good for you, I'll be quite frank. Like, it just looked like you were controlling the situation. But again, that's my opinion on the situation, why it don't matter. But like, again,
exactly.
It is what it is.
What?
I just generally think, like I said, they were straying so far from the clip, and I know why you don't want to play it, right? I get why you don't want to play it.
I'm literally about to play it right now.
We've been speaking about this for 10 minutes about you playing this clip.
Because you keep interrupting me and you never let me finish my point.
You just filibustering.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Pup is a beater for the first time in her fucking life. Run the clip. Just run it.
I want to make sure that he finishes his point because I want to give him the respect.
Okay.
I'll just play the clip.
Moment of silence.
Have a good one, guys.
Just because you mute your mic doesn't mean that you mute other people. And also, I don't like you anymore. Don't talk to me. Shut the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone, Grim.
Oh. Are you okay?
I don't know. This was kind of dropped on me.
Okay. I'm not going to do the jokes. You try to have a good night, and I hope.
Have a good one, guys.
Just speak.
So that's the first one.
I think
this is the second
guys
one.
In the chat, it's great to hear you support him, but at the same time, you know, Grim's putting on this show here to entertain you guys. It's no point mentioning stuff like that because it's not great at the moment.
Yeah.
And obviously they got some stuff going on. I think that's something that they should be dealing with behind closed doors, and that's what they're gonna do. So, as much as you guys support them, you know, it's let them do their thing, and you enjoy the entertainment of watching this dickhead eat hot sauce.
All right.
Anyway.
She says I'm.
Anyway,
all
let's
right.
move on.
Here's what I'm gonna do. She says I'm making it worse. I'm gonna go and end the stream here. So, I'm sorry, guys. I'll go and.
No worries, man.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you guys later.
Great. Are you actually ending the stream now? Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Keep the
You want a
stream
minute?
fucking going. The thing is that.
I just want to say the last part was edited out by Grim for your benefit.
And I've said that multiple times. Grim does care about me. He cares about our used to be relationship. Grim is a very great person. He is a fantastic person. I don't think that you should have disrespected him by going behind his back and doing something like that. I don't care.
Like you did by leaking DMs. I'm just saying, like, practice what you preach.
Okay. Was me leaking DMs wrong? Yes.
Yes. Was there a betrayal of his trust? Yes. Was it complete disrespectful and a lack of thought for his care or his personal opinion on it? Yes.
Can you stop? Oh my god, I'm gonna crash out. Like,
Good. Crash out. I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
why are we
Me-
letting him
okay.
run this narrative here? Well,
Why are we not
It's
running
it's
narrative? I'm stating
he's
facts.
he's having a conversation and he is saying facts. But the thing is, okay, after this happened, me and Grim had a conversation. I said sorry to the people that I needed to say sorry to. I never tried to sweep this under the rug and
When
said that
was
I
this
did a
DMV?
bad thing. Never. I never said any of my actions were a good thing. But you just want to repeat over and over again the things that were my mistakes and just say nothing else. Do you
No,
want
you know
do you want to say we had problems in the relationship and then we tried to fix it? Or you just want to say that we had problems, more problems, more problems, more problems, and say that I'm a
No,
scary person and
um,
that he was afraid of me, and then try to paint a narrative that I was abusive?
I didn't. I said I painted a possible dilemma because the way you spoke, I've heard you speak to him like on live and in private as well, reminded me a lot of my ex. On how,
that's
like,
your
the
fucking
emotions-
problem. That's your
Why is it my
fucking
problem? It's
problem.
my opinion.
That's your
Like,
exactly. You have taken your opinion of the relationship and you've gone
I'm
through and
allowed
you
to give,
turned on
which is
narrative.
what
The end of
you're
the
also
situation
doing.
that it's her
You were
fault when it's
also
not.
giving an
No,
opinion, dude.
no,
You're also giving your
no.
opinion.
The
What do you
difference between
know?
my
Are you
opinion
retarded?
and your opinion is I respect that Beans, at the end of the day, this is her relationship and I don't impose what I feel on her. If she
Except
forgives
for when
Grim,
you asked
that's
Keem to
her.
drag me up
How
without
she
her
feels,
knowing.
that's her. Everything I've ever done regarding
Okay.
Grim and Beans' relationship, I have asked her permission. I have
Okay.
asked her permission. You did not
Except,
ask
wait.
Grim permission. You
Okay.
played that clip
Stop
when you
filibustering.
placed her as an abusive partner.
Okay.
You never asked permission.
Okay.
And that's
You're
the
gonna
difference.
stop, or we're
You're
just
gonna
gonna
come
keep
up
doing
here,
this?
you're gonna sit here and you're gonna lie.
Okay.
And you're gonna
Yeah,
lie your
because,
way out of it.
how am
because
I
you
lying?
don't
She
know the
literally
fact
agreed
that
this all
people
facts.
know who the real you are.
She
You are
literally
in
agreed
your
what I'm
own
saying is
self-interest
facts.
and you don't give a fuck.
You
I
are
don't give a
a
shit who
absolute
beat what,
retard.
bro. At the end of the day, I'm harponing on the fucking fact that you're a lying two-faced
You gonna stop talking, or
co-host and you're a
how
fake
am I
fucking
two-faced? I'm
friend.
saying this
You're a
two-faced.
fake fucking friend to Grim, and that's sad. That's sad
Okay,
as shit.
are we done now? Are we done? Awesome. I can respond.
Okay, we've only got
I
no,
think
we've
it's
only got
Wonder Woman.
no,
Wonder
we've only
Woman.
no,
Give me a
no,
second, love.
no,
No,
we,
Wonder
we're
Woman.
just gonna
Stop. Like,
loop.
I'm not being funny.
We-
Wonder Woman. Fuck all to do with you. Okay. I'm just trying to respond to
I
this
understand
filibuster
that.
she's done.
No, don't chat
so
shit to me, bro. No, don't
fuck
chat
it.
shit to
I'm
me.
speaking to you. You know. There we
me
go.
talk.
You just
Okay,
can't
Nightmare.
shut the fuck up.
Go, Nightmare.
Unreal, dude.
Okay, she's muted.
Okay. Anyway, so let's. Yeah, I'm also gonna mute you because you're being a retard. I'm sorry, dude, but if you can't be like act like a fucking full-grown adult and converse, like it's down to you, right? But anyway, we'll go into it. Like the thing is, see, you're talking about like me giving my opinion on something. You're literally doing the exact same thing, and you talk about how you approve everything with Beans. But did you not ask Keem to drag me in like you just admitted live on air? You didn't check that with Beans because she didn't know I was going to be dragged in. She thought I put myself in. So you went behind her back without asking for her permission. That's interesting. But she didn't know, though. You didn't speak to her beforehand, though, right? My clips were in the group chat as well, but he didn't see them. No. My clips were in my group chat. He just didn't see them.
Point. Thank you. Next point. Move on. Thank you.
Okay,
Next point. Move on.
so-
Like that's
Don't-
like, this is like
don't lie.
fundamentally.
Can I-
How can you argue with someone that's just generally like
Nightmare.
just speaking
Nightmare.
raw text?
All right.
Okay,
All right.
he's
Hold
like
on.
bulldozer.
Server
Hold
mute
on.
both of you. Server mute both.
Hold
Wonder
on.
Woman, what's
Yo,
your point that you're trying to
No,
make, Wonder
Moving
Woman?
on my server.
I just want to say that it's interesting because Nightmare and Pupstar are the ones really upset with each other. Maybe the conversation, maybe you need to mend or try and talk together about how you two are feeling about the situation, right? But ultimately, you were saying, Nightmare, about having a say. This isn't about Pupstar or Nightmare. This is about Beans
It isn't.
and Grim.
It
No,
isn't.
because you're getting upset about the actions, about what somebody's doing, but in actual fact, this is about Grim. Sorry, this is about
That's
Grim
what I've been
and
saying.
Beans's breakup. Now, Nightmare. I just want to say,
Alright.
Nightmare. Okay, I asked Beans the question about.
And the guy gives the
Were
question
you-
wasn't even
were
phrased the
you-
right way.
Shut the
that
fuck up.
I asked
all right,
Beans a
hold
question
on.
about.
Wonder Woman, can I take a second? Hold on. There's a couple things going on here. First of all, this conversation is not going to get anywhere if the both of you start talking over each other. All right?
Polkadog
I'm trying
super
to hold it
chatted
in.
real quick.
I get
Sorry,
really passionate about
TTS.
this, but
Damn Nightmare defending Grim makes Diddy's attorney look like Little League.
True.
okay.
Continue.
Also, no, and also, I'm gonna say one thing. I don't appreciate people sitting here saying that I've been yapping this whole fucking time because I've been more than damn quiet. So you know what? I'll leave. Nightmare, please. Nightmare, please. Nightmare, please. Nightmare, please.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, guys. Let CD-ROM talk. He's been quiet. He's got something to say.
I've been sitting here just listening to you guys because like I don't really have a dog in this race and I don't want to make things worse for anybody. But like this whole entire conversation is getting the lot of you nowhere really fast, and I can try to be good guy CED over here and try to mediate for you, but I'm kind of running out of bandwidth over here. So if this continues at this pace, I'm gonna go. Gee, look at the time. This is gonna take more than 30 minutes, and I need to dip. So, if that's the case, I will politely allow you guys to have whatever crash out you're going to have with each other, and offer you all my apologies in the world, and maybe make time for you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
I
do
know. I was
appreciate
about
you
to.
guys.
I just came in to say, girl 101, you never talk about your ex in front of your future boyfriend, Beans.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I love
Yeah,
Grizzly. I love
if you want to
Grizzly.
dip out, CD, this is a lot, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. This
Believe
is
me, it's not about what I want. If I had the bandwidth, I would love to stay here and stare at all three of you lovely ladies, but I've got stuff to do. And it sounds like you guys have a lot of... I'm sorry, three lovely ladies and Nightmare. And it sounds like you guys have a lot of personal business that has absolutely no room for the virgin incel over here, so maybe I should go.
Hey, you matter. You matter.
I'll see you in
CD.
Agartha if I ever get an invite. I hope
Thank
he
you
knows
so
like
much for
Agartha
being
is.
here,
I don't know
CD-ROM. So
Wait, do
going
you know what Agartha is?
You don't gotta
CD.
thank me for nothing. What's
Do you
up?
know what Agartha is? Do you know what Agartha is?
Why is that sound
Hyperborea? You're the true Virgin King incel. And you don't know what Agartha is. Wallahi, we work
Oh, yeah, I think I know the meme.
Are you familiar with Brocoin?
Okay, let's focus
Yeah.
back into what we were talking about. Thank you so much,
All
CD.
right, guys, I don't know what you guys going on tomorrow. If the invite's still there, I'll make time for you. I think it's appropriate if I leave. So,
of course.
sorry about
Shout
this.
out.
Good luck to all of you. I hope everyone is still friends after the divorce.
Have a good one, boss.
After the divorce.
After the divorce. Yeah, so let's circle back to what we were talking about. So I don't even know where we were.
What
Wonder
I was
Woman.
gonna say is, Nightmare. When I asked Beans the question again about whether she still thought that you were the whole reason as to why for the breakup, Beans gave her explanation. What's your response to that?
Fair, I guess. Like, but it's the same as like me saying that, like, in hindsight, realizing how bringing those clips up affected Grim. I have regret for that because I don't want to hurt the guy. I fucking love him to death. He's a brother to me. So like, again, the portrayal that I don't care about him and it's all about the show is very, very null and void. As a matter of fact, one of the pacts that we made together when we first like started hosting was even if one person got fired, we would rehire the other person as an assistant and give him 50% of the wage as a joke. Yeah, you can have the gross out face because no one's ever going to love you like that.
Don't
I
just
get
focus
that.
on
She's
what you're
doing the
saying.
disgusting face. I'm just saying.
But why should you care? Why should you care?
Because it's
no,
funny
shut the
to
fuck
me,
up.
dude,
Because
like-
I did not say jack shit to you. I never
You're
said
doing the-
anything to you. I said
Oh my
nothing
God,
to
two
you.
people
and
like
you
each other,
instantly
dude.
open
That's
your mouth.
crazy.
You're instantly opening your mouth. You loved Grim so much that you went and called his ex-girlfriend abusive when he told you not to do it multiple times on the same
I didn't
street.
say she was abusive.
Talk
I
your
said what
shit.
she, what,
Talk your
what-
shit.
what
Talk your
was
shit.
displayed. No, okay. I was saying what was displayed was like a form of abuse. Yeah, I stand by that.
I mean,
I didn't
honestly-
say that Beans is
Look,
full
I
blown
can't
abusive all
leave
the
this
time. Otherwise, I would have been much more vocal. Look, you're gonna
have
speak
to
over me.
say
It's just no
this.
point me being here.
I gotta
But yeah,
say this.
like,
Anyway, talk to Beans.
It's
not me.
understandable
I
why
am. I'm trying, but you
it's-
won't shut the fuck up.
Okay, Nightmare, please.
You brought my
so
name up, bitch.
it's-
I'm gonna look at you like you're
I
disgusting 'cause
will
I'm
mute
disgusting
you
about it.
again, ma'am. The thing is, it's understandable why I would feel this way especially when you have gone through similar things, right? People might have not told the public that you're a woman hater, but it has been insinuated multiple times. There have also been multiple times where people insinuated certain things about your character. There has been multiple times where people insinuated that you have done criminal actions, and you have jumped on stream and you have gone balls to the wall about people doing that. So the fact that you have done it, that's the only reason that I'm just very upset right now.
I know, I get that you're responding to it. Like, I get that. I'm not going to argue with you responding to it, right? I completely understand you're responding to it. I'm not against that at all. I just, like, my mindset was like, well, just show the clip so they can get the full context of why I, like, you know, brought up my experiences of being in an abusive relationship and why, like, if I felt something towards it, you know? Because again, without the actual clip, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why, like, you're rolling your eyes and me talking about being in an abusive relationship. That's wild. But whatever, dude.
Pull your narrative. Keep crying. Pull your narrative. Yes.
What do you mean keep
Yes.
crying?
Yes.
Like,
Everything's about you. Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
What do you mean? I'm talking about
Yes.
a reference point about.
This is my show. This is my show too.
I thought you.
I'm gonna make my face. You're speaking. You have the floor. Talk to Beans, not me. Cope with my facial expressions. Thank you.
Or you could just shut the fuck up, to be honest with you. I mean,
Or you can cope.
well for me.
I will roll my eyes.
I mean,
at
I'll
you.
go, but then that's fine. Like, don't bother me. If you don't want me, I'll go. Like,
No,
don't bother
Wonder
me at
Woman,
all.
please. No, Wonder Woman, no.
No, I was just
Let's
gonna
keep
say,
going.
Have you been in a physically abusive relationship?
I've been. This is not about me here right now.
No,
This is
I'm
not
just
about
trying
me
to-
here right now.
No,
No,
because
I don't think that's
I've been in
irrelevant.
abusive. You know what? Yes, actually, I've been in the
I'll
same
say
fucking
that, like,
predicament as
Pop
you.
Star doesn't
Yes.
have to
No.
reveal those
No, it's because we want to bring Pop Star into this shit in my fucking lore.
I'm
That's why
literally
I'm so
defending you.
fucking gung ho and I'm pissed because
No,
I've been
she's
the
just
same. I've been
mad
in
in
the same
general.
shoes. I've been in the Beans' noses behind the scenes. I've been in the
Okay.
same damn shoes as Beans, and that's why I'm going so fucking hard for her ass because
I'm
she started
literally
for 7
defending you right
goddamn
now.
fucking years, and that could have
You
damn
know
as
that,
well
right?
been me. So don't sit here and
I'm
open your
literally
fucking mouth.
defending
Don't
you.
open your fucking mouth and don't talk about me and what I've been through or what I do and don't do or don't know because I don't condone abuse.
I'm
bitch. I don't
literally
fucking-
defending you on why you should.
He's defending you, and I think
No
that
Beans, no Beans, and don't you ever dare fucking mute me like that again when I'm sitting here talking about how the fact that I get this shit. Don't
I
you
didn't
dare
mute
do that.
you. I literally was defending you and saying how you shouldn't have to bring that stuff up in public.
Like, bitch, because you know what? No. It's 1:36 on a goddamn Friday. I have a meeting at 3 p.m. I have shit to do too. Like, no. Please don't get me all the way crunked up all the way out here to your level because you're crazy. No, thank you.
Are you
no, thank
crazy,
you, 'cause I'm not
dude?
gonna be able
Like,
to interact with-
I
no.
was literally saying how you shouldn't have to bring up your personal experiences in the stream.
Like, fuck
'cause-
off. Like, fuck off. Like, please, respectfully, Nightmare, the conversation with you and me ends here. Whatever
Right,
is the rest of the
okay,
stream,
but, like,
for the rest
I'm
of
just-
the stream, for the rest of the stream, you can address Beans. Is between you and her to hash out.
Well, that's
I'm
what it's
here
supposed
because
to
I
be,
have
but you
to be
won't shut
here.
the fuck up.
I'm here because I have to
No.
be here. I want to
No.
be here even. I'm here. This is good stream. It's great content, fine,
is
whatever.
going on,
So,
dude?
But I'm not
wait,
gonna
so,
step out. I'm not
okay.
gonna step. I'm not Wonder Woman and Beans. I am not done speaking. Thank you. I'm not going to step out of my zone. So for the remainder of this, we have about 20 more minutes left. Who knows? And we'll do the math. You will talk to Beans. Beans will talk to you. You will talk to Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman will speak to you. You will not speak to me.
You
I
won't
will
tell
not
me what
speak
to
to
fucking do.
If
I
you
don't know
don't
who the
like,
fuck you
if
think
you
you
do
are.
not like my facial expressions, you will turn off my camera and you will be a grown ass adult. Thank you.
You will not
That's
tell
all
me
I
what I can and can't do for starters. I don't know the fuck you think you are. I think you can just tell people what they can and can't do. But like, I was literally defending you in that situation, saying how you shouldn't have to bring up anything like that. If you choose to get angry over that, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't think anyone should have to bring up their personal like issues in their past relationships. Like I said, I was literally against this entire like situation being brought to light. It doesn't make anyone look fucking good. It makes everyone look fucking terrible. There's no fucking good people.
I want
in
to
this
say for the record,
situation.
I have it muted so it's dead air on my end.
Okay,
Not super
that's
muted.
fair. So like, just let me fucking talk then. So like, you know, and it is like, the thing is, right, it's like, I knew when this was gonna happen. When this first came to public, my worry was that both of you were gonna get hurt, not just Grim. I know you, me, Beans, we've had some fucking clash, and I get that, but I still love you. I still fucking care about you, whether you believe that or not. Even with everything going on, I still have a place where I want to make sure you're safe and you're comfortable. My wording of yesterday got construed by yourself in a different way than what I was implied, and I apologize for that. But I didn't want any of this to be brought up because of the fact I knew it was going to cause people to get hurt. And the same thing with, like, I was the first person to message Grim when you brought it up. I said, we're not discussing this on test. And then I asked him an hour before we went live, I said, do you want to discuss this? Because I realized I'm trying to silence a man that may want to speak his opinion. He said no. And I said, good man. I respect that. And of course, it got being pushed in the situation where we have to discuss it. And as I said to Grim, not in the yesterday stream, but the stream before that, I said, the moment that we talk about this, everything's going to end up coming out. People are going to get offended, they're going to get hurt, and they're going to react, which is what's happened to every single person that's involved, inside and outside of the relationship. You know, I take accountability for what I said and what I've played in the part, you know, as I'm sure I think everyone else will. But, like, this is why these things just, in my opinion, just shouldn't be brought to light. Do you know what I mean? Like, the message I put in Dolls wasn't to be like, you're a fucking idiot for doing this. It was, please don't do this. I don't think you guys realize how fucking far this is going to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't like it when you're upset. It hurts me when you're upset. It hurts me when Grim's
Like I
upset.
said, I have him muted because I'm not entertaining this on my part. So if any of this was directed at me, there's going to be no response. 'cause
There's
I'm not-
nothing directed towards you at this
Nothing
point.
directed at you. Can't be silent for 10 seconds. Jesus Christ.
Don't you'll provoke. You'll provoke. Just don't even.
I know. I'm poking the bear. But so yeah, like this is why I don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to fucking discuss it. We discussed on lengths the first time we did have to chat about it, how we were going to go about it. And I thought the brief conversation we did, yeah, it wasn't content brained, but it was in the interest of making sure that he wasn't caught in a conflict of pain, and neither were you. And like, I'll admit, like, a lot of what some people have been saying about him has been like, it's upsetting to see, because, like, again, like, I hate to bring it to personal experiences, but it does, not like what you've done directly, but like what other people have said. It reminds me of the situation where things like got flipped on me, you know, until people realize, like, months later, like, what had happened. I'm not saying that, like, you're a fucking demon, by the way. I'm not comparing you in this live. I'm just saying what happened to me, right? And like a lot of me, you know, so I got defensive on that. So I tried to sort of play my part in trying to amend that as much as possible, and not so much drag you under, but show that there's
Polkagaga
a
super
bigger
chat at
story.
$9.99. Imagine stealing someone's man and still beefing with the ex. You won already, bro.
Okay, Gaga. Thank you so
Fucking
much
hell.
for the
Okay,
9.99.
Gaga.
Fucking hell, okay. But yeah, not so much for the like the again the narrative of everything, but like, fuck, I've lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ, what was I saying? Fucking hate ADHD, dude.
It's the same. You were talking about how you just didn't want this to come to light because in the end, like you said, nobody truly looks good. This is a terrible thing on all parts.
Yeah.
There
what I was
was the
saying.
death of a relationship, like that sort of thing. Like, this is not good for anybody. This is not positive in any sort of way. And whenever you put that message out there, I think it was just like this is just the way that you talk, but you put like, are you making this fucking content? Like, the way that we had this conversation and this problem with each other before, that the way that we talk can be seen in different ways, and we usually take it in the worst way possible. So that was seen by a lot of people, that message, and it was taken very bad. And I do feel bad for you because a lot of people got on your ass in Discord, right? You meant it a certain way and it was taken in a different way. The way, whenever I came out with the breakup, I didn't intend it to start something, but obviously it did. I said we were broken up. I don't want anybody going over to test and like starting shit. I don't think anybody should hate either one of us or our respective shows. I feel like this is a opportunity for both of us to grow as people and grow our shows respectively. You know, I didn't want anybody to go over there and mess with Grim. It was not necessary. The only thing is that our relationship was public. We should make the breakup, you know, just letting it known that we're not together public. And then it got turned into content because look at the type of network that we're on, right?
Yeah.
And that's the worst part. But if we're going to have to do this, I think that there is a way to do this where it is smart and it can propel the network in a good way, not in a bad way. So whenever he did his first response, I know how Grim is. We both know how Grim is. And he is the type of person that doesn't like conflict. He doesn't want to go head on with something and cause more problems. That's the thing that he's most afraid of. He doesn't want to speak because sometimes he feels like if he does, it's just going to make things worse. And that is not a bad thing. That's just how he protects himself and he protects the people that he cares about. So
Yeah.
even though that's how he reacts, it's not very good for a platform like this. And people, whenever they heard that, they equate that to him saying nothing, and then they want to poke and poke and poke until he gives an actual response. But then it was too late. Then nerds did their thing. They did all those clips. They wrote a narrative in a different way. And what could you do in that sense? You want to protect Grim. You want this to be so... You wanted it to be equal and not so one-sided.
Amal B super chatted $10. Can we all just make up and be friends? I want my girly show back.
Yeah, we will make up and be friends and have the girly show back. But that's why I want to make sure that we do this right here and now. So you really care about Grim. And even though I have my opinions and ideas of things that happen on Test, that's just my idea and that's just my opinion. But that doesn't change the fact that you do care about Grim. You just show it in a different way, right?
Yeah, I think... Sorry to interrupt. It's just I remembered what I was finishing my point with. The point of bringing up the clip was to show that there's a bigger picture to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there were struggles that were going on, and unfortunately, you guys couldn't make it work. I think it's heartbreaking on both sides. You know, don't get me wrong. I gave Grim a bollocking of his lifetime when he told me about the text thing. I did. But the point, I think, the main point of why I brought it up is to like. This is how little you guys know about the situation and why people shouldn't demonize either party for it.
Exactly.
It certainly wasn't the start of hate riot. Like, that was one thing I can assure you on, right? It wasn't to be like, fuck beans, let's fucking go and fucking pitchforks and torches type of shit, you know? Like, that wasn't like... I would have been pissed if any of the Test community did that. I would have been very upset.
And you hold your community at a greater standard. Like, I love people from Test. A lot of people from Test are people that were also part of Cafe, right? We hold our community to a higher standard. And this is just a very complicated situation. Because even if we do things out of emotion, people take that emotion and they'll amplify it times 10.
Yeah.
Can I just say... Nightmare, we're good, right, dude? And I respect you and I respect Grim. And probably if I could say anything, just look after Grim. I'm look after Grim as it's coming from me as a friend. Make sure he's good. And I really want to check in with Pupstar because this is Pupstar's show as well, and I really want to get back to Pupstar Nightmare. I'm glad you guys were able to talk things through. Yeah.
I wasn't laughing at Pupstar, by the way. I was laughing at someone calling me a bottom.
Oh, okay.
In the relationship. I thought that was funny.
Respect you, Nightmare. Thanks for coming up, Nightmare.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to gather her thoughts because it was a very heated argument that you guys were having. But in general, like, no.
I have nothing to say. Do not speak for me. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So the only thing is that breakups are messy. Breakups are complicated. But that does not change the fact that both people are going to be affected in the relationship. It was nobody's fault. Things happen for a reason. It was a snowball that turned into an avalanche, and now it's over. The snow has covered everything. It's time to start anew. And there's no reason for this to continue. It's already been made into content. A lot of people profited, mostly nerds and Rewind, but I'm glad that we still have our respective communities. People from Test are still going to support Test. People from Dolls are still going to support Dolls. The only thing that we
Good.
ask of people is not to go over to the other side and try to start shit because there is no shit to start. It's been done, over with, and the only thing that Grim and I don't want to speak for him, but you know, I feel like we both feel that we should support each other no matter what. I still want to see him happy. If I get to see Grim have the dream that he always wanted to, if he gets married to whoever he wants to get married to, if he has a house, if he has kids, I want him to live his life happy and just grow as a person, just like I hope that he wishes the same thing for me. If we can be friends, that would be fine too. And if not, we could just go our respective ways. That's all.
Yeah. You
Thanks,
can
Nightmare.
tell he definitely still has all the love in his heart for you. Like that ain't gone. I know like the relationship is like it's forfeited, but that doesn't change how like, you know, you can't remove that much time in such a short amount of time, you know what I mean? There'll always be something there. But yeah, the man sings high praise about you. That's for sure. I know he fucks up and he makes mistakes. He ain't perfect. But yeah, he does give a massive fuck about you. And I just want to make sure to remind you of that. Because he does, generally. He's always concerned about whether you're okay. Even on our one-to-one conversations, because I'm sure he'll be pissed off if I mention it. He always talks about like, I hope she's doing good. You know, I hope she's doing well. Because that's all I care about. As long as people reaching out to her, that's all I care.
It's awesome.
And I just want you to know that.
Beautiful. As Ken says, beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. We have basically the whole LCU coming together just to celebrate that this is not going to be a bloodbath. I think a week, this has been going on for a week or so. Yeah, a week of content is enough. And I can't wait to see what the next actual bloodbath is going to be.
Boogie needs to fake cancer again, for fuck's sake, right?
Well, now he's making like a
Come on,
mole
Boogie.
tunnel in his house or something.
Oh my fucking god. I don't even know the fuck that's about. I just saw him try to like squeeze through it. I woke up halfway for the stream, he's just squeezing through it, but he can't fit. I'm like, dude, there's no... He's like, there's he going. It's because my rib cage. I'm like, dude, no one's rib cage is that big. I'm sorry, brother. That's just saying how that works. That ain't biology right there.
I really want to check in with Popstar. I really want to check in with Popstar.
I'll leave you guys crack on with your show. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. You guys have a good day. Popstar, no hard feelings. Okay? It ain't that deep. We don't hold any grudges. We move on. I hope you can do the same, and if not, that's okay. You have a fantastic day, ladies. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think this was a
Popstar.
very hard day for you in particular, Popstar. Like, not only did things leach from yesterday into today, but things have been hot in the LCU. And it's only been like your first month or so of you being here. How do you feel about it?
I'm glad you two worked out your problems. I'm glad that there's some sense of resolve. We can let it die now. My part is done to play regarding the situation, and I have no further comments to make. And also, our redirect is that set because we'll be departing in 8 minutes.
That's true.
Just make sure that's-
I will do that right now, actually. So yeah, this is very complicated.
Popstar, if I did anything to offend you or upset you,
No,
I'm
Wonder
sorry.
Woman, I'm going to cut you off. Wonder Woman, you did not offend me. You did not upset me. I have boundaries within myself. And coming on the internet and acting a fool to a certain degree is not one of them. So, monotone. If I have a problem with you, I will DM you. We can hash it out off camera. But I don't have an issue with you. Thank you for taking your time to come on the show. We appreciate your presence. It was a great stream content-wise. Our viewerships were high, so that's great. And it seems that a leaf has been semi-turned. Olive branches have been extended. And at the end of the day, this is between Grim, this is between Beans. The fact that that's resolved in any extenuating circumstances or people outside of that, it's not necessarily pertinent or relevant at this point because we have just hashed it out. So I'm more than fine to move forward because it wasn't my decision whether or not we move on or not in the first place because it's not my relationship. And to the chat as well, damned if I speak, damned if I don't speak. My silence is not a punishment. My silence is me containing myself because I make my own decisions for me and what's best for me. Thank you.
I do agree. I do agree. You are a woman that stands on business. You know what you want from your form of content and the way that you present yourself online, and I do agree with that. The LCU is complicated. The LCU is messy.
I'm very aware of that. It's just, once again, there are some boundaries. I do not need to come on the internet, and I do not need to divulge my interpersonal business, especially when it was a precedent was not already set that I am on this platform. I'm not in an relationship or real relationship that's tethered to streamership. So whatever my past, my history, my family, all of that, I'm a very guarded and secured person. I do not play when it comes to that. It is anyone's decision what they want to divulge and not to divulge, but I will not entertain that. I will not entertain those privies into my personal life and let that be known today. Thank you.
That's very
Can I
true.
show you something? Can I show you something to go off topic? I went through my family pictures and I found a picture of me with a doll. And I wanted to show it to you guys. It was a Cabbage Patch doll. I want to show you.
Oh, it's a
That's
physical
me.
picture. You used to have dark hair?
Oh, yes, yes. I used to have dark hair. So this is Megan. She was a Cabbage Patch doll, and I loved her so much. But I tell you what, I wanted a doll with long hair, and they only had short hair Cabbage Patch dolls. So I love this doll so much. Yes, that's me.
Kind of reminds me of Billy.
So
Billy
adorable. I
reminds
love-
me of like Cabbage Patch for some reason. I think it's his
Yeah.
cheeks.
And I'll just
I
show
love how
you
you
something.
stuck to the bob. That
I
is
know.
so cute. You're on brand. You're on brand. I
And
love it.
I'm so happy that I'm making you girls smile. Now, I'm going to show you something else, okay? Popstar, I'm an identical twin, and a lot of people in the universe know I am. But I found a picture of me
Oh.
with my identical twin, and I'm going to show it here on Dolls. Ready?
You should. Actually, always
Exclusive.
wanted twins. That is my dream. I want to have twins one day. That is so cool.
That is cool. I didn't.
Can you wait?
You
Can
see
you
it?
come? Can you come on our show again another time and like talk about this? Because like or I'll just DM you because like I've actually always wanted to know like what's it like being an identical twin? Because I've always wished I was a twin or like I have twins. Like if I do have kids one day.
I
Like,
think
So
oh my
I
days.
can absolutely come on and show you that. But yeah, see, I am an identical. My parents, they dressed us the same 100%, from the shoes to the socks to the dresses to everything.
Which one
No,
are
that
you
would be
in the
so
picture?
cute.
I have no idea.
She has no idea. I was gonna ask, can you tell like apart?
Okay.
Like, how did your parents tell you to apart? Did they like do like a little dot or something?
This is our baby photos.
Oh goodness gracious! I love babies.
Here's
That is
another
such a
one.
perfect palette cleanser. Oh my God, Sam, I love you. This is such a perfect palette cleanser. I
this
love
is
you.
this is perfect. I do want to have you on again. Obviously, a much lighter topic.
Oh. And this is us as flower girls, and my mum made these outfits. Don't we look grouchy?
Who is the
Reveal,
sassy
that's
one over here?
beautiful.
That's so cute. Oh my goodness. No, so
We
I
look
was gonna
grumpy
say
next
I would
year.
love to have you on again, obviously for a much lighter topic and just a girls girl type of
Yes.
show. But I would love to talk about
I
that.
love this slideshow.
I
love
would
this.
love to talk about the
rest
whole
in
thing
peace,
about
Sophia.
style, like twins and style and being dressed the same, how that affects you, if you liked it, if you did not like it. I do remember we had a personal conversation, I think during Fat Camp, where you talked about whenever you were not with your twin anymore and how that kind of affected you and your identity. So that would be a very good topic to get into, because even though twins are not super common, there's still twins out there, and there's a lot of people that wonder about the whole matching thing, and if twins, people in the situation, like it, hate it, how does that mess with your psyche or your individual self and things like that. I think that would be a very interesting topic to get into, and especially because Pupstar is here, and with her degree, with her major, she knows a lot about like just the inner workings of the brain and the mind and psych and all that stuff.
True, if you're happy with that pop star, I'd love to come on and talk about that. That'd be
Of
cool.
course. you. That's why I think the chat right now, I'm gonna be like keep it a buck right now. The chat right now is going crazy. Like, oh, pops are like you can never. I've been on the internet for a hot minute. You can never win on the internet, regardless of what you do or don't do. Because I say nothing, it's a problem. I say something, it's a problem. So with that being said, it was a great show. It was a great segment. Thank you for showing us your baby pictures. I will maybe one day show y'all pup baby pictures if anyone ever wants to, or Beans baby pictures. Maybe not pup star baby pictures because obviously it's too much about me, but it was cute nonetheless. Go to Nerds and go watch their show. I'm sure it's gonna be freaking awesome. So slay.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. It's a great stream.
Of course, thank you. And we will see you again when we will see you again.
Love it. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Sorry, real quick, my headphones disconnected for some reason. I cannot hear anything, but that doesn't matter because we only have 1 minute left of the stream anyways. You guys are going to go into Nerds. Please give them all the love and support that they need. They did a very good job yesterday during Rewind time. No, prime time. They did very well during prime time. They did like their own version of Rewind. Yeah, go support Nerds. Nerds has been growing on me.
I think Nerds have been like, honestly, that was it's a really good show. That was a show that I was looking at like when he was like, oh, well, what shows do you like? I was like, well, Nerds seems really cool and really interesting. So go support them. That's one of my favorite LCU shows. If I have to have a favorite, I like it a lot.
Sorry, again, like for some reason my headphones are not working very well. But I'm sure you did a fantastic outro. I 100% put my trust into you. Go support Nerds. Go check that out. Thank you so much for coming here, and sorry for such a heavy topic, but next time is going to be much, much better.
Are we still live? Are you talking to me or the audience? There's an echo.